Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Topper, where we discuss important topics for incoming students. Today, we are going to be discussing housing. A lot of students coming in are worried about who is required to live on campus, applying for housing, finding a roommate, and what the residence halls are actually like. So stay tuned as we go over what incoming students should know about on-campus housing. The first thing that incoming students should know is that all full-time freshmen and sophomores are required to live on campus. We do offer exemptions to our housing requirement policy. The most common exemptions are that they are commuting from their parents' primary address that is within 50 miles of campus, they are a primary caregiver to a child, or married. Students who have not been granted a housing exemption and do not apply for on-campus housing their freshman and sophomore year will still be charged the housing rate. To learn more about our housing policy and exemptions, visit wku.edu/housing. Next, the application for housing can be completed online or sent through the mail. The application consists of reading the housing terms and conditions, completing the housing agreement, and including the $150 housing deposit. The housing application is actually currently opening for the fall of 2018, so students be sure to apply as soon as possible. Since the room assignments are based on order of application received, the sooner you apply, the better. The priority deadline for the housing application is March 31st. Applying by then will give you the best chances of receiving your preferences listed on your application. Students are allowed to request roommates. If you already have another WKU student in mind, make sure that both of you include your names and WKU ID on your application. If you don't know who you want your roommate to be, we can either automatically match you with someone based on the preferences listed on your application, or we provide an app called Roommate Finder that gets you in contact with other students looking. The best way to describe it is kind of like the eHarmony or Match of roommate finding, except instead of finding a soulmate, you're just looking for someone who doesn't play Nickelback until 3 a.m. To join Roommate Finder, go to social.wku.edu. Also, please note that Roommate Finder is only available until the priority deadline. Lastly, students can make changes to their application up to the March 31st housing deadline. WKU has 16 different residence halls on campus that consist of all male, all female, and co-ed. We are currently undergoing a multi-million-dollar renovation of all of our halls, including the opening of a brand new building, Hilltopper Hall. While it is exciting that this new hall will be housing a few incoming freshmen, it is important to note that this number is limited. Most incoming freshmen will be placed in a single-gender residence hall with a community style of living. Another exciting innovation starting this fall is the introduction of some new living learning communities, or LLC. This is just an opportunity for students to be placed in a housing located around a community of similar students. Communities range from your type of major, programs you participate in, and LGBTQA students. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, you'll be able to indicate your interest on your housing application. Majority of the rooms are roughly about the same size, 16 by 12 feet, and come with a desk, chair, closet, bookshelf, and dresser for each student. All residence halls are equipped with Wi-Fi, cable, and HBO Go access, just in case you want to get caught up on Game of Thrones in between studying. All of the residence halls also come with kitchen, laundry room, as well as a community living room for the floor. If you are living in a community-style residence hall, that means that you'll share bathrooms with your floor. So, when you are looking through the list of residence halls and trying to decide which one you may want to select as your #1 choice, it may be worth pointing out that most of the freshman halls are about the same as far as amenities and rooms go. However, what does vary is the location of each building. Some students may want to be located by their classes because they know they kind of have some issues getting to places on time, so they might want to be closer up the hill. Other students may want to be located in the sort of social hub where students hang out, which would be towards the bottom side of campus. Or if you're like me, you just want to be located next to the food. So location really is the main factor of how these freshman halls vary. To see a list of all the residence halls, their location and rates, visit wku.edu/housing. housing. Rooms will be assigned over the summer and will be posted on your TopNet student portal. And that's when sort of things kind of get real, because you can start thinking about things like packing, which may seem overwhelming since most of you probably won't see your space until move-in day. Luckily, our Housing and Residence Life website provides a move-in guide with suggested items to bring. Some of the essentials include extra-long twin bed sheets and blankets, towels, laundry supplies, hangers, toiletries, cleaning supplies, and your own TV if you want to access that free HBO Go. A lot of students like to bring their own mini fridge, coffee pot, and microwave as well because, how else are you going to heat up that ramen? While we do have a kitchen on each floor that includes a stove and a sink, you will need to bring your own cookware, and you'll also need to clean said cookware. Maids are not provided. Things that are not allowed in rooms are items such as hot plates, candles, space heaters, and pets. Although fish are allowed, so you don't need to leave Nemo at home. To see the extensive list of what you can and cannot bring, visit the link on the screen. As you start to get prepared for living on campus, our Housing and Residence Life is here to offer you support. While this discussion gives you a great head start in preparing to live on campus, there is always a resource to help answer questions. You can reach out to the Housing and Residence Life Department at 270-745-4359 or email hrl@wku.edu. And of course, stay tuned for more Let's Talk Topper videos to help incoming students stay informed.